How's it, guys? I'm sitting here with Notshana and his cousin brother, Mzo Notshana. From
No.
yeah, I'm getting it right.
Yeah.
You've learned your closer.
Yeah, Tata's class. So, Mzo, let's just start with Mzo. Sorry.
Yes.
Tell me, Coffee Bay Adventures. What's the plan with Coffee Bay Adventures?
Yeah. So with Coffee Bay Adventures, currently we are doing about 6 activities. The first one is hole in the wall trip, which will be done by driving or hike. And the second one is caves, which could also be done by driving or hiking. And the third one is a village
talk
tour.
to me about these caves.
Yeah, caves is the ANC caves. There's a lot to tell about the caves. Just to highlight, it's the ANC caves. It's got lots of.
Do they belong to the ANC?
Not really, but it was used by the ANC. Yeah. Then after the caves, we've got village tour where we take people to learn about the local style of Coffee Bay.
Okay.
And then the fourth one, it's sundowner. We take people for sundowner to watch the sun going down and having some drink and talk.
What kind of drink?
And chat.
Cool drink.
It's gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah, but if you don't drink alcohol, then it's water.
Okay.
And ice. And then the last one is the sunrise. So the sunrise, we take people early in the morning, people who are capable to wake up early in the morning to see the sun coming out on the views of Coffee Bay. We take them there. But there are still more things that are still on the way to add. It's not only these 5. We're planning to add 3 or more exciting activities in Coffee Bay Adventures.
Okay.
So I will also share those with you in a
Awesome.
couple of
All right. Well, let's move on to your cousin,
yeah.
Notshana. Tell us what happens on your side of the world.
Yes. Okay. So Mdumbi, we go on the Mdumbi River via kayaks, and I show you amazing things there, such as eat jellyfish. I share what they eat and how they survive, and when they make babies and all that. And yeah, it's an amazing river, and with our mangroves, so beautiful. You see a lot of different kind of birds, and owls on
Owls.
the day. Yes, that is unusual. You don't see the owls during the day.
Okay.
So I know where they hide, and yeah, it's free to go and see them. They don't want to be interrupted, but we still interrupt them, but in a smooth way. It's very beautiful. If you come there, it's when you want to get away from stress, from politics, from anything.
Okay.
It's very you won't regret yourself for joining.
All right.
Mdumbi
And tell me,
kayaking.
this place called Mdumbi, is it safe?
Very safe, and it's very remote. You'll see it. Your heart will tell you there's no tortoise once you get to this place. Yeah, because it's less people, and there's no mix of people. It's just the people that are born in Mdumbi and grow up in Mdumbi and school in Mdumbi. So we don't have thugs here.
Okay.
It's very safe.
Well, that's good to hear. So now, with regards to these canoes that you have, how many people can you accommodate at Mdumbi?
At one time, I can accommodate 60.
60 people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And tell me, do you do team building?
Yes, team building, schools, municipality.
The municipalities pay you.
Yeah, they do pay, but they pay late. We also provide them a braai there when they have asked us to do that. So if you are from any company, you can come. And we do provide this team building.
Okay, awesome. Mzo, just getting back to you, tell me, with regards to the adventure side of Coffee Bay Adventures, what is an adventure that you give? You said something about cliff jumping.
Yes. I can highlight 3 activities. The first one is caves, So the ANC Caves, I won't go more into that one until the people go there themselves.
So they need to come and experience
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So it's cave. With the cave, we've got a cliff jump, and we've got a jacuzzi, which we also call it a place of good luck, because people there, we believe when you wash your face there, you get a good luck. So in anything that you do, once you go there, all your dreams will come true. That's another thing to highlight with the caves there, and there's more. And then another one is the famous hole in the wall that we know. So famous hole in the wall is done proper by us. If you go with us at Coffee Bay Adventures, is where you get to know more and exactly about the hole in the wall. Oh, it's a nice place. It's known, that one. And another one that I like is when I tell people about us now, the village tour.
Okay.
So also the village tour, you can also go by 4x4, or you can go with you can hike.
Have you got a 4x4?
Yeah, we've got a safari, we've got two now. We used to have one, so we've added up one because of the demand, but it was difficult. We just added the car, and then now it's COVID, we're not making money. So, but we're not regretting. So yeah, we've got cars, so people, when they hike, we always pick them back. We don't let them hike and hike back. So they
Why, you
always...
must get them fit. I thought people come to the Wild Coast to get fit.
Yeah, we want them to get fit, but not so much pain on the next day, so that they'll be able to do another activity, because there's always something to do on the next day. So we always want to keep them.
And so, if I may ask, how many kilometers from Coffee Bay to Hole in the Wall?
Kilometers from Coffee Bay to Hole in the Wall, it's about 10 kilometers, but it can go up to 11 to 12 kilometers when you're hiking, but when you're driving it's 10 kilometers. So which takes about 3.5 hours one way.
Okay.
It can go up to 4 hours to 5 hours depending on the pace. So we don't want people to do 8 hours on the hike one day. Although I said that there is more activities that we're going to add. So we're going to add activities for 2 days, 3 days activity. Instead, because currently our activities are just a few hours to one day activity.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to...
Another question.
Yeah.
So if you say 10Ks, and how many hours you finish that 10Ks? How many hours?
Yeah,
2 hours. 2
Yeah,
hours?
3.5 hours. But it can go up to 4 hours.
Is it safe?
It's 100% safe with the guide.
Nice.
But if you're not going with the guide, because you might
Get lost or what?
you might get lost. It might get dangerous when you get lost on that hike, because you might go on the wrong way and fall on the cliff all the way down to the ocean.
I'm coming with my family, man. So I must hire the guide. Then.
Yeah, we always advise the tourists to go with the guide, people who knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
The area.
short Mzo, last question now. We have heard a lot of stories about that hole in the wall. Why there's that hole in the wall there? I've never been there, but I've heard a lot of stories, man. Can you take me through? It's made out of what? And is this done by the river? It's a nature? Or how? Someone make a hole there? How?
Yeah, I will just tell you the fairy tale side of it from our side.
Okay.
And then, because there are two stories about hole in the wall. There's a fairy tale side, and there is a scientific side of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me just start with the interesting one. I won't go to the scientific. Okay.
Very excited.
Yeah, the first one, the hole in the wall, it was created by the woman from the village there. Okay. So they say there was a woman from the village that used to go and sit on that mountain and watch whales and dolphins.
So it used to be a mountain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be a mountain without hole in it.
Without river also?
Yeah, so that girl used to go there and watch whales and dolphins. But they say one day she met up with half fish guy and a half human guy.
Okay.
They fell in love.
Okay.
Now every time and then she used to go there and meet her lover. But she made a mistake one day to tell the news to the parents. So the parents didn't like it, and then they stopped her from going there. Say, hey you, this sea is making you crazy. These dolphins and whales, they make you crazy. You must not go there ever again. And then she stopped. Now, not knowing that the guy is going there to check.
To check if the
Yeah, to
girlfriend is
check
there.
the girlfriend is there. The girlfriend is not there. Girlfriend is there. Girlfriend is not there. Until the guy decided to come back by force to fetch the girl from the village.
Okay.
They said on that day it was thunder. It was also raining, thunder, lightning. It was also raining. And then they say because that mountain is broken on the two, is broken both sides, is free, and then there's hole in the middle.
Yeah.
So they say the side on the left was broken by the lightning strike, and then another side on the right was also broken by the lightning strike. And then they say the guy was accompanied by the big fish.
Okay.
I'm sure you know what a big fish is gonna do.
Yes.
And then the big fish smashed through on the ear to make that hole.
Yes, yes.
So the big fish smashed through, and then they went to the village, took the girl, and left with the girl, and then left the place to be like this ever since that day. So the hole in the wall is how it was formed.
Oh yeah, probably I think it makes sense because then it wouldn't be. I think that okay, so that hole was preventing the parents of the girl precisely, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So yeah, the hole there was just a normal cliff along the cliff, along the coast, because you see our coast is known about the cliffs. There's lots of cliffs.
Yes.
So yeah, that one there it was just a normal cliff until that a girl met up with that guy.
Yeah.
And the parents refused her to go to meet the guy, and then that started.
Interesting. So, and then this girl was from in the village there, or was this girl from somewhere else? Because she was. I understand from your story that she was not a half of fish. She was a human being going on the hill. Was she from the village of Hole in the Wall, or was she from?
Yes, she is the local girl from the village there in Hole in the Wall. She grew up there, and the parents who were also growing up from there. So they are all from there, from Hole in the Wall there. But also, speaking of Hole in the Wall, the local people there, they don't call it Hole in the Wall.
Yeah.
There's another name for Hole in the Wall, the local name for Hole in the Wall.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll tell people on the trip. When you go on the trip, I'll tell you the name.
It's also this name. It also has something to do with this with the story that you're telling me.
Yeah, it might be.
Okay. I'm looking forward to this.
Just going back to Notshana, yeah, in terms of where we are with both Mdumbi Kayaking and Coffee Bay Adventures. You guys are pretty much one and the same company and providing the same services. What is the interaction between Mdumbi Kayaking and Coffee Bay Adventures?
It's okay. So we try and show people the beauty we have of Iwa Coast.
Okay.
So we make people to walk from Mdumbi to Coffee Bay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hike from Mdumbi via the Mtata River mouth, kayak to Mzo, and hike to Coffee Bay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a vice versa from Coffee Bay to Mdumbi.
Okay, so in Xhosa you call it izandla vas izandla.
Izandla sivasa ngesandla, sigeze ngesandla in Zulu. So yeah, that's what we are trying to do. It's been actually going, and people like it. And we would urge some more people to come and do these adventures with us, and they'll get to see actually the beauty of the Wild Coast.
So my understanding then is we've got, without a doubt, in my humble opinion, two of the best estuaries in the world, one being Mdumbi River mouth and the other one being Mtata River mouth.
Yes.
With a capacity of 120 canoes between the two of you to be able to take people up on adventures and just experience the pristine wonder of this wonderful coast.
Yes, absolutely true, man. And also very friendly with environment. We don't damage the environment. It's just your power and your energy.
So you got no motors?
No motors,
no
nothing.
diesel.
No diesel that disturb the environment that is there. Nothing. It's just unique, man. You'll enjoy it. We always, our client that have come to us and do this adventure, they always appreciate. They always tip us to even show that how happy they are, like to show a big interest.
Okay. And tell me, what about safety in terms of water safety? What do you know about the water safety?
Oh well, we do have life jacket for our client.
Okay.
Indemnity foam.
What does the indemnity form do? But
Okay, so indemnity foam is protecting you if I somehow throw you in the mouth of the shark. So yeah, you sign that to be safe, but I can fully promise that with the kayaks that we have a sit on top fluid kayaks. So
Okay.
those kayaks are very safe.
so that's fluid kayaks
Fluid kayaks, yeah.
with seats
Yes, with seats on top
and life jackets.
and life jackets.
Awesome. And tell
Yeah.
me, has anybody? Do you have a lifeguard there?
Okay. As a guide, I'm qualified. I mean, actually, before I start this business, this adventure business, I was a lifeguard.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you can swim.
I can swim, I can dive, I can do anything.
Have you got an SPA?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
wonderful.
Yes. I
Okay.
just don't have it here now. I would show you, but
No,
yeah,
we
I
trust you.
I'm very qualified.
So guys, we're talking to Notshana from Coffee Bay Kayaking, and he's just confirming that they've got these radical fluid kayaks with all the necessary safety equipment, as well as the fact that he has got a SPA life-saving qualification. Let's have a chat now back to our brother Mzo.
Yes.
What about Mthatha River mouth?
Yeah, so Mthatha River mouth is different from Mdumbi, but they look nice, but there is a difference between them. So at the Mthatha River mouth, we specialize there with sea turtles. Beside mangroves, you find mangroves everywhere, mostly in the rivers. But they, especially with the sea turtles, there are lots of sea turtles in that river. We are even still now searching for the bed side. We believe there must be a bed side somewhere closer, because from there you can see small sea turtles from all sizes to big sea turtles. And I believe those are the loggerhead sea turtles, because they can grow very, very big. So that's a difference that we have there. That is something that you don't find everywhere else in the rivers. It's not common. And in the Mdumbi River, there, my cousin has got jellyfish there. So also that's another thing that you don't mostly find in the rivers. So there are lots of jellyfish in that river. You can find them any time of the day, but also no one is sure yet why they are there, why they're always there.
Okay.
Because like on the sea, we have got the sea here, we always see them when they come up during certain seasons. We see the jellyfish coming out there. We know they've got season. We don't always find them even on our sea. But in the river they're always there, just like our sea turtles there.
Okay.
So this is the experience that we want to share to anyone. So when people come here, I'm always eager to show them my sea turtles, but I also want them to see the jellyfish. So I even give them options that we've got in this river. We've got sea turtles, and another one we've got jellyfish. They
Okay.
always make a choice there.
So what you're telling me is that between the Mthatha River mouth and Mdumbi River mouth, you've got the turtles and the jellyfish,
Yeah.
which is a radical experience for people to see.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and also we still, if we can get researchers, people that know more about them, to do some bit of a research,
Okay.
so that we can also get to understand them more why.
So
are
guys,
they
anybody
there.
that's in the research field, we actually
Yeah.
appealing to any university research students to come down and
Yeah.
just help us get a little bit more understanding of this. We would be grateful, I trust.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, and also to see how we can help to make sure that they are not endangered.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
because currently we are cleaning the river. Every time we go on the trip there, we always make sure we go with a plastic bag to take out all the dirt. We know plastic are not good for our sea turtles.
So you're environmentally
Yeah.
aware
Yeah.
tour agents.
Yes. So we also plant more mangroves on the rivers, because we have heard on our studies, on our trainings, that mangroves, they protect the river. they prevent it from spreading wide big. And we have seen that on the river, where in the places where there are no mangrove, the river is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And also we have learned how to plant the mangroves. It's quite easy. You don't need a spade, you don't need water, you just need hands to plant mangroves. And the right season. You just go there when the seeds are dropping down. You just collect the seeds, throw them in the right place for them to grow. They will just grow there themselves. You don't have to make a digging, you don't have to, because also environmental friendly, we don't want to dig in the river there. We don't want to.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely understand.
That's
okay. Let's just go back to Notshana.
Yes. So, in addition to the mangroves, there's a lot of things that are living there, like crabs, where they make babies there, grow them there. So
they make home to many.
Yes, and the prawn. As we said earlier, that we are not the environment disturber. We always protect the environment, and we ensure that our environment it's the first thing to us. So growing the mangroves, we want to protect our lagoons. We want to make sure they clean at all time, and and people, whenever people come, they enjoy it and they interact with it in the right manner.
All right, so we look forward to seeing how we can work with you guys to grow Coffee Bay Adventures and Mdumbi Kayaking. And it's a real privilege from me, from the Link to Success, to actually work with you. And we're really looking forward to seeing how we can collaborate between Ocean View Hotel, Mdumbi Backpackers. Who else can we use with us here? We've got Coffee Shack. We also have Coffee Shack, and then a whole host of smaller B&Bs and so on.
Around the area.
So we really we're appealing to people to just get involved. Let's not only enjoy the pristine environment of the Wild Coast, but also just help to get Notshana and Mzo into a radical place. And it's a wonderful privilege to work with you guys.
To grow our business,
you must come and support us. Make sure that we survive here in the Transkei, so that we don't go to the cities. We must not go to the cities.
So why must the oaks come here and not to the Western Cape?
They must come to the Wild Coast, because here this is a real African style. So people here, they live African style. So there are different styles that you can learn locally here, because like the style of Coffee Bay is not always the same as the local style of Boss and John's, as the same as the local style of Kocha or Kaimount. There's always something special for the village.
Awesome. Now, I believe we've also got we've got an adventure coming up in November from a fishing point of view, the Granta Hunt.
Yes, the Granta Hunt is supposed to, if it's not disturbed by our pandemic, it's supposed to happen in November in the Tata River mouth. So there, we mostly encourage people to go there for fish for grantas. There's lots of spotted grantas in the river.
Did you see that granta that was caught on the weekend?
Oh, I see that every week. But what we do, especially we just fish for fun, for fighting, for experience,
and release,
not for taking home.
That's it. Tag and release.
We catch and release, because it also helps us, because we are sustainable people. We want to make sure that the river doesn't only sustain us, it also sustains the generations after us, after we die.
Awesome.
So what we do, for example, if you catch one big granta there on my trip, and then you release it back, the chances are good that on my next trip I will catch the same granta. And on the third trip, I will also get the same granta can sustain us for a couple of years and a couple of tourists. So
awesome.
that's our sustainability. That's why we always make sure that we preach sustainability, to make sure that our existence does not put so much.
No, 100%. Well, that's the way to do it. And then, Notshana, talk to me about the Merrill Transkei Tough that's going to be happening in the next week or so.
Yes, yeah, it's taking place in 3 weeks' time. We have enough kayaks for them. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's a tough race, you know. People's gonna run, kayak, run on the hills of our beautiful wild coast. It's gonna be fun and tough. And people will enjoy it. We are ready. So yeah. Yeah, come and watch if you have time.
Well, we hopefully
It's-
are going to get some super sport coverage with that as well. So we trust that the business, both Mdumbi and
Coffee Bay Adventures.
and Coffee Bay Adventures, will get a lot of exposure, and we really look forward to seeing your business grow from strength to strength. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you
And
very much.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
look
very
forward.
much. Until
Until the next time.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
next time. Then